Hi there! On my previous piano exercise video, I had talked about dropping the weight of the arm down into the keyboard. Today I'm going to talk about legato, connecting from finger to finger and transferring the weight of the arm from one fingertip to the other. Now here's a preliminary exercise you could do. Close the lid of the piano, rest your arm sideways, make sure your hand has a nice round figure, and play each finger nice and articulately. Make sure these four fingers play from the knuckle and the thumb from the third joint. See, our thumb has a joint here, there's one here, and there's one here. So it's important to play the thumb from the third joint and the other fingers from the knuckles. Repeat that with both arms, and then open the lid. Here's an exercise for dropping the weight using your wrist. Remember, last time we had talked about raising the arm at shoulder height and then dropping. Of course, you have the risk of missing a note. And then we talked about raising the arm and then dropping the forearm so that you are dropping from a nearer distance, you're dropping all this weight, but your finger is nearer to the note. So it's easier to get a nice big full sound without moving too far away from the note. Now here, this time we're going to keep our arm nice and flatly parallel to the floor, to the keys. And we're going to lift our wrist, just the wrist. And of course, let your finger leave the keypad a little bit and then drop it. You can try doing it with your other hand. You could get a friend to do it for you, and then do it yourself. Try it one by one with each finger. Drop the weight of your arm by giving in with the wrist as you fall down on each note. Of course, repeat this with the other hand. And then, once this has become comfortable, here's a little legato using just two notes. Down, up. As you go down with the wrist, you come back up with an upward motion. And this is especially the moment where you use your finger action in addition to the wrist. So, coming down, coming up. And then try it with other finger combinations. Come down. This is an excellent way to play grace notes. Appoggiaturas. And then do it with three note groups. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. So it's important to be aware of the fingers, use finger action, and combine it with wrist motion. And remember, our wrist has two basic rotation capabilities. One is up and down, and the other is sideways. You can also rotate it this way, but this is actually the elbow and the shoulder helping out. This is the elbow helping out. So when you're moving from one end to the key of the keyboard of the 5-finger position to the other, you can help with the wrist this way. If I might exaggerate, the wrist moves like that. Also, this rotation. And there's a big down, up in the whole thing. So by making these downs and ups with your wrist, you avoid getting stiff. Make sure you're nicely in motion, transferring the weight of the arm from one fingertip to the other. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you will continue working with the help of a teacher. Without the help of a teacher, just videos are kind of dangerous. You might be doing something wrong, so make sure you have guidance. Take care.